We don't know when tension may rise between most countries, but in the light of already increasing tension in some global hotspots, most top world countries are spending a lot of money to create new type of weapons, armors, and war-related gears. Expenses like these keep increasing each year. For instance, the US spent nearly $80 billion last year just to make weapons. No one likes to be left behind. And that is the case for most countries today. As technology continues to advance, the upgrade of military equipment is not exempted. Every country is striving to upgrade to the next array of weapons to outgun the old ones. By using discoveries in science that can be usefully applied in the defense of the country, these new inventions keep coming up from defense contractors, small tech startups, and university labs. These inventions are not just made for showbiz or to amaze tech geeks, but to defend and protect the country when necessary. Before we dig into some of these new generation military inventions, please don't forget to like this video and click the subscribe button so you won't miss out on any other amazing videos. With that being said, most of you might have seen some military inventions on display. Some of these inventions work on the ground, air, and of course on water. These inventions reflect the commitment and curiosity of scientists and the world's best engineers when it comes to defense innovations. Stick with me till the end of this video and I will show you 10 of these new military inventions. Number 1. Self-steering bullets. This bullet is a 50 caliber bullet packed with inbuilt tiny sensors. It can change direction mid-air rapidly while in motion, and this gives an amateur shooter a sniper-like accuracy. The shooter can hit moving targets with ease, although the cost of making each of these self-steering bullets is still unknown, and they may be cheaper than those rocket-propelled missiles and could easily fill in their roles too. The full working principles on how this bullet manages to change flight path has been kept a secret by DARPA, which is working on the project with a company called Teledyne Technologies and ammunition maker, Orbital ATK. But there's also a similar project from the Department of Energy Sandia Labs where lasers are being used to indicate the target, while small fins on the 50 caliber bullet steer it to a different direction while in flight. Number 2. Unmanned submarine hunter. These days, most countries are looking to develop ultra-quiet submarines that can lurk close to the enemy's shore undetected. These kind of inventions worry defense officials. Nevertheless, there's a large counter project from DARPA, the Anti-Submarine Continuous Trail Unmanned Vessel ACTUV, ACTUV, which is also referred to as the Sea Hunter. It's more like a water-based drone that can continuously hunt submarines for months at a time without being watched or manned by any human. The Sea Hunter is equipped with sonar, radar, and other synthetic visions kinds of systems, and is also able to move through narrow channels and shipping traffic autonomously. Number 3. Laser cannons. If you're a fan of science fiction movies, you would have seen these iconic weapons used in them. Nevertheless, it's closer than ever to reality. The testing of this laser weapon system aboard the USS Ponce in the Persian Gulf was successful, and the Navy may use this as well in defense, as larger laser weapons may be deployed aboard ships to protect them from threats like drones and small attack boats. Meanwhile, on land, the military is working on a truck-mounted laser that can counter incoming threats like drones or mortar shells. The project is named HELMD, which stands for High Energy Laser Mobile Demonstrator. There is a competing company called Lockheed Martin that is working on a similar project. The company is looking to have a piece of the Defense Department's ray gun business to combine with its Athena system. The laser cannon has many advantages, and one of them is that they can repeatedly fire a minimal cost, and all it requires is the diesel that powers the truck-mounted generator, which provides the maximum energy that the laser concentrates downrange. Number 4. Every ship, an aircraft carrier. Most times in life, we may long to do things that seem impossible in a way and end up succeeding. This is the case of the destroyer and frigates, which are smaller Navy ships that long for eyes in the sky. Although only carrier groups have these features along with their fleet of planes, drones, and helicopters. Nevertheless, there are lots of small unmanned aerial vehicles currently in service. The problem associated with using them on the waters has been the ability to launch and retrieve them in rough seas and on small decks. DARPA's program called TURN, meaning Tactical Exploited Reconnaissance Node, inspired by a seabird, and aim to fill that niche with an aircraft that can take off and land on its tail. Isn't that incredible? The working principle is that a twin counter-rotating propeller will lift the aircraft into the air, then it will switch to horizontal flights to cruise the skies for threats while sending videos, radar, and other aerial images back to the ship. Now for the aircraft to land, it'll have to reverse the process of its takeoff. Luckily, a full-scale demonstrator system is currently underway. Number 5. Plasma protection field. This is an incredible defense system that is designed to protect vehicles from blast damages. This is done by creating plasma fields. These ionized airfields would reflect the incoming blast, therefore reduce damage, and unfortunately it can't stop incoming projectiles like an anti-tank missile or rocket-propelled grenades. But there's an active protection system called the Army's Iron Curtain, which is designed to defend against them. The plasma protection field doesn't work as you have seen in Star Wars, where a dome appears around the vehicle, and the fact is the Boeing system can only defend in the direction of the incoming blast. Number 6. Invisibility from a squid. Camouflages help soldiers hide themselves and their vehicles from a human sight, especially in forest areas or grasslands. Nevertheless, these camouflages are close to useless against the infrared vision systems. At the University of California, scientists have stepped forward to fix that with what they call the invisibility patches. This idea was based on the structural protein of the common squid, the one that does end up as calamari. The idea is to use the way they change the reflectivity and color of their skin for this purpose. This structural protein called reflectin functions in the same wavelength as night vision systems, and that is where it becomes promising for military use. Number 7. Extra stealthy bomber. Although the extra stealthy bomber plane is a brilliant concept, this next generation long-range strike bomber is already in the research phase. It is a multi-billion-dollar contract whose development may take years to perfect. This project is the kind that will benefit contractors and engineering companies in a lot of ways. The major goal is to achieve total stealth and heavy bomb cargo capacity. This plane will serve as a replacement for the ever-aging fleet of B-52s and may complement the small fleet of B-2 stealth bombers. The amazing thing about this invention is that the stealthy skin on the airframe of the plane will be made with hardened reflective material. This will help the bomber plane avoid radar and also change colors to reflect its surroundings. As the plane is envisioned, it will match colors with the blue skies during the day, white for cloud cover, and black color for the night. Interestingly, it will feature precision guidance with high military-grade gyroscopes, and the gyroscope is partly funded by DARPA, while the research is being carried out in Salt Lake City. Number 8. A satellite melter. The idea of bringing down an enemy satellite may sound more or less like a Cold War, but how do you even bring down an enemy satellite? Melt it! This satellite melter project is currently underway. It's a 5-year project that started in 2018, and it's being designed to track and hunt down an adversary's defense satellite. This project is funded by DARPA, Northrop Grumman, and Raytheon. If this project is done properly with the right physics, it will be able to reflect sunbeams that will heat the enemy's satellite for weeks, just enough to make it fall out of orbit and burn up while re-entering the upper stratosphere. It won't even look like an attack. It won't be seen. That's the concept anyway. Number 9. A Taser Shockwave. The Taser Shockwave is designed to assist the military during intense riots, to control the situation. It's a large-scale modular system that can fire several Taser X-26 stun guns in a 20-degree arc position to a range of 35 feet. You wouldn't want to be near it when it goes off. The Taser also features multiple other units which help increase area coverage and even present a bigger threat to violent rioters. This is an incredible piece of weaponry for riot control for sure. Designed to create a stationary barrier against multiple adversaries, it's capable of hitting a target up to 35 feet away and can easily pierce through clothes and thick skin. Nevertheless, tasers are not intended to be lethal. If the taser is properly used and it functions normally, the victim is usually in a good and healthy state. Most people survive getting tased with an estimate of 999 out of 1,000 people. Number 10. Modular Advanced Armed Robotic System. This is a robotic system that is heavily armed to save lives and handle situations that are not safe for humans to handle, or maybe too dangerous for human intervention. Why send a man in the first place when a robot can do it? Most people today are angry that they are being replaced by robots. Nevertheless, soldiers on the battlefield are grateful to see this tracked monster robot rock up with them while on the battlefield. The MMA robotic system can be armed with a grenade launcher, a 400-round M240B, or used to drag out injured soldiers from dangerous zones. It's capable of achieving a speed of up to 7 miles per hour, just fast enough to keep up with the troops while on the move. It also features a long-lasting battery system capable of running for up to 12 hours. The interesting thing is that there's no AI involved in the invention, so we're not expecting any robotic uprising just yet. Thank you for sticking with me till the end of this video. Don't forget to like this video and click the subscribe button. I'll be expecting to see your comment on what you think about these new military inventions in the comments section below. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.